Today I'm flying Delta's brand new first class route from Taipei to Seattle, and I couldn't be more excited to share this experience with you. But this video isn't just about the flight, it's about something so much bigger. For most of my life, flying first class was just a dream. I used to watch people boarding those luxury seats and wonder if I'd ever get that chance. But after nearly a decade of building my own business, putting in the work, and pushing through some of the hardest, most painful experiences that felt like hell at times, I made it to the other side. And let me tell you, I am a much better, happier human being because of it. And that's why this video means so much to me, because it represents not just where I'm going, but how far I've come. Now, let's get into it. Check-in was smooth, but here's the thing. Since this is a new route, Delta doesn't have its own lounge here yet. Instead, they partner with China Airlines. Honestly, not a bad deal at all. This lounge did not disappoint. It had a massive variety of food, like actual food, not just the usual airport snacks. And the best part, you can order freshly cooked meals straight from a touchscreen. High tech and delicious. Yes, please. While I was here, I took a moment to talk about something I love, trying new foods while traveling in Asia. So I've learned out here in Asia, just try as much as possible. Because a lot of things don't look good, and you try them, and they're delicious. Like this right here, this lotus root. It has like all these like little bubbles in it. And it's like a ginger plum sauce, I think. It's so good. Well, it doesn't look good, maybe, but it tastes amazing. I mean, Asian food, their textures mixed with their flavors make their foods really good. And I just feel better when I eat them versus Western foods. I don't feel good when I eat them. So, try it. Don't Every not trip eat it brings something unexpected, and that's what makes it so exciting. Oh, and considering this is a China Airlines lounge outside of China, they really over-delivered. Taipei's airport is full of private lounges, and since I've been through here a few times, I made sure to grab some footage of the others as well. If you ever find yourself with a layover here, trust me, the lounges are worth checking out. I just had about 3 hours in the China Airways lounge. Not the best China Airlines lounge, but it is really, really good considering that it is in an international airport and it still has a lot of good stuff. Considering it's not even in China, it's in Taiwan, it's in a different country, and the lounge is still pretty good. Not the best one I've been into. Obviously, I've been into better ones in actual China, like in Beijing. I always like China Airlines anyway. Their planes are actually really nice, clean, super nice. Anyway, so we're heading to gate D4 to board this flight for this Delta one-way direct from Taipei to Seattle. It's a new route that just came this year. So I came on the way in from Seattle here. Now we're going to get on from that to back to Seattle. Now, let's see how this goes. We're about to hit gate D4. No waiting in long lines. No standing around while everyone rushes to get overhead bin space. Instead, you just leave the lounge right before boarding starts and walk straight onto the plane. You never realize how stressful waiting in line is until you never have to do it again. Once I got to my seat, I had a solid 30 minutes to just relax, while the rest of the plane crammed into the back. And that's when it really hit me. I've done my fair share of long-haul flights in economy, squeezed into a tiny seat for 14 plus hours, and I'll never forget those flights. But they remind me why I work so hard to build something for myself. Why taking risks, going after your dreams, and creating wealth is worth it. The struggle, super worth it. The setbacks, definitely worth it. because living life on your own terms is the ultimate reward. As soon as we were in the air, they bring out warm roasted nuts, lightly salted and ridiculously good. And of course, champagne or whatever drink you want right from the start. Little details like this make all the difference. Now, my flight attendant for this trip, he was super cool guy. You can always tell when someone actually enjoys their job, and he was one of those people. He was genuinely helpful, always checking in on me and making sure everyone had a great experience. Before takeoff, they ask if you want the Chinese or Western menu, and it's not just a random selection of meals. They actually give you a backstory on the chef and how this food is curated with global influences. Now, the Chinese menu. Let me break it down for you. They had a chicken in Szechuan pickle with sesame seeds and coriander, pork in winter melon soup with crispy rice and goji berries, stuffed candied lotus root, pickled radish and edamame, braised beef, and vegetables. And let me tell you, it was good. I love being able to just sit back, relax, and enjoy a meal like this while cruising at 35,000 feet. I was watching Blade Runner, but I've learned to be more present while eating, so I paused the movie to really enjoy every bite. Being more present in the moment has taught me to appreciate life more, no matter what's happening around me. The food tasted fresh, not like something that was prepped weeks ago and reheated. Delta has seriously stepped up their game with healthier, better tasting options compared to the processed, sodium loaded meals airlines used to serve. For dessert, you could choose from chocolate tart, ice cream sundae, or fruit and cheese plate. Mid flight, there were snack options like Chinese style braised chicken sandwich or a mushroom burger. Now, let's talk about comfort. This seat fully reclines into a 180-degree flat bed, and I took full advantage of it. Seriously, you don't realize how valuable sleep on a plane is until you actually get good sleep on a plane. Oh, and I got the Chinese style braised chicken sandwich mid flight. I usually try to stick to gluten free and could have requested it on the Delta Fly app, but this time I just rolled with it. I skipped the bread, but the chicken itself, muy rico, as they say in Espanol. The cabin lighting is another thing that stood out to me. When they're not serving food, they dim the lights, creating a really nice, relaxing mood. It's those little things that make the experience even better. A few hours later, I woke up and it was time for pre-arrival breakfast. I went with the spinach and mushroom frittata, which came with fresh fruit and a croissant. A solid way to start the morning before landing. Speaking of mornings, look at this view. Seattle's approach is always stunning. Mountains, waterways, forests everywhere. It's one of those cities that feels like it was built inside of a giant forest, with ups and downs all throughout the city, with the hills and mountains. Now from here, I'm off to New Orleans for a few weeks of rest before heading back home to Argentina where I was living abroad. But don't worry, there's plenty more to come. So if you want to follow along as I hop from continent to continent, experiencing the best of every country, make sure to like and subscribe. Next up, I'll be taking you to some of New Orleans' best hidden food spots where the locals go for healthy meals that taste better than the unhealthy stuff. Stay tuned and I'll see you in the next video.
Whatever mom says, you're getting. Okay? Just saying.